What is going on, guys? It's your boy Matt here, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of a talk about Canelo Alvarez and his recent decision to move up to cruiserweight, vacate um, all of his titles, and you know there were a lot of fights that could have been made. Canelo and Charlo, and then obviously the big one that everyone wanted to see, but was upset about. David Benavidez and Canelo would have been a crazy fight, action packed. Any of these fights would have been action packed, but I think Canelo. This is just Canelo's way of saying like, okay, David Benavidez and Charlo, you guys fight, and then if something impresses me, if you guys do something impressive, or knock the other one out, or beat them in devastating fashion, or do it convincingly, or something that's impressive, then maybe I'll come back and fight one of you guys, and you guys can get a bag. But he made that decision to move up to cruiserweight. Um, you know, I'm not mad about it. I can't be mad about Canelo doing anything. He's a businessman at the end of the day. He's the best in the world right now, pound for pound. Nobody can beat him. He's too strong for most people. Obviously, if someone was going to give him a good fight, it would have been David Benavidez or Charlo, the older Charlo brother. I always mix and match them, but whatever. Uh, but yeah, Canelo is only getting better, and I don't know how he's gonna make that weight. I think cruiserweight's up there, man. He could probably get to like 190. I don't see him going past 190 though. But his opponent's gonna be up there in weight, which is gonna be crazy to see. But I still think Canelo wins, beats this guy easy. He might KO him, but who knows what we might see in the future? Could we see Canelo going all the way up to heavyweight and fighting like Usyk or like Tyson Fury? Well, I almost said Tommy Fury. What am I talking about? Or like fighting like a an actual heavyweight championship and accomplishing it. Dude, this guy has the right to do whatever he wants. Like with everything he's accomplished, all the money he's made, all the wins he's gotten, all the fights he's put on, all the main events um, he's been involved in, fought on. So, he's just built that reputation of like I think he's probably the best Mexican fighter of all time. I know that's a bold statement, but um, obviously Chavez is up there. Like people could argue all day about who the best Mexican fighter is, but I'm just saying, everybody, all the Mexican boxing fans love to watch Canelo. That's without a doubt. Boxing fans in general, obviously, but like there's a sense of pride that comes with the Mexican people in boxing. Like it's insane because they really have that warrior mentality, that style of fighting, putting pressure on guys, hurting them, and all that. But yeah, I'm not mad at Canelo for vacating. He has the right to do whatever he wants. He could retire right now, and I don't think anyone would be like really mad at him. Like look at what Floyd did. He retired and then took a long break and then came back to the sport. Like Canelo could do that if he wanted to, and people just want to see him fight. People want to see. There are like haters out there that want to see Canelo get hurt and knocked out. Obviously that would be interesting, as any fan would want to see like the best fighter or the best boxer in the world get like challenged and have to really go through a dogfight. But like if you can avoid it, if you're that good and you can avoid getting hit like Floyd did, he said the best way to win a fight is to hit and don't get hit. That's how he's carried himself throughout the sport of boxing. And look at all the success he's gotten. A multiple weight division world champ, undefeated, never been really knocked down or out at all. Rarely hurt. He's been hurt a few times against Shane Mosley. Maybe Maidana hurt him. But come on, let's be real. He was never in the state where he was gonna get stopped or something like that. But Zab Judah also had success. But yeah, like Floyd's kind of paved the way. Sorry, there's noise out there. Floyd's kind of paved the way where boxing is really like a business, and you guys have to understand that. Even though we're fans and we want to see these fights, me, I want to see these fights too. I want to see crazy fights where Canelo could actually be really challenged. He could get in danger. He might get hurt. He might get knocked down, knocked out. But like at the end of the day, boxing's a business. They're putting their lives on the lines, and they have the right to essentially make these decisions where they make decisions for their own well-being and the well-being of their families. that's just how that's how it's got to be, man. Like the sport's evolving. It's essentially a business and a show now. So everyone wants to see knockouts, and then promoters and fighters, they're just going to try to build up these fights as big as they can to get them to a magnitude where all the fans are going to tune in and have something to say about the fight. That's what boxing is. It's what it's all about. In terms of seeing the best fight the best, like Benavidez and Charlo, just make that fight happen. Who knows? Maybe he'll come back if he's really like hungry for that fight. You never know. Why not make that fight happen? See who's better. If they're not really worried about losing to each other, just make it happen and see whoever wins that fight could have the opportunity to face Canelo. I would just make that fight happen if I were Benavidez and Charlo. But yeah, Canelo making moves, moving up divisions, man. He's been climbing quick these past few years, and I'm not mad at it because he's earned that right over the years. But what was I saying originally? Yeah, Canelo, man, he's making moves. He's making decisions for his own career. Making that money, man. He deserves it. He's worked hard. It's not like he doesn't deserve it. He's always in the gym. We see it on social media, and he's not the one posting it. It's just like people recording. There's a lot of media surrounding him, and one of the most respected boxers at the time. Currently in the sport. And he deserves to do what he wants. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Charlo and Benavidez should fight, and then hopefully winner gets Canelo to come back down and fight him for a mega fight. And then who knows, maybe Usyk and Canelo, if Canelo gets that job done against Charlo or Benavidez. These are big fights. He has a lot of opportunities to make a lot of money and impress people and be even greater than he is right now. But it's all up to him. No one's going to force him to fight these guys. But it's a fight. These are the fights that the boxing fans want to see. They're craving for. But yeah, that's basically all I want to talk about Canelo and his recent move to move up to Cruiserweight. It's an interesting move, but I think it's very strategic. And who knows, he could always come back if he wants to. So don't be too sad about it, guys. I know everyone's like, oh, I really wanted to see these fights. It could still happen. Always keep hope. Hope is important to have when thinking about boxing, because anything could happen. I can't even count the times in which I thought a fight wasn't going to happen, and then a few months later, it's made. So sorry, I'm having a hard time talking because I'm feeling sick right now. But yeah, these fights could easily happen. Come to fruition. Once the money gets involved, it starts piling up. It looks too good not to take. So we'll see what happens with Canelo, but obviously always following his career. One of the best to ever do it. Boxing cash cow, the face of boxing right now. Yep, Canelo Alvarez, baby. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see more of, who you want me to talk about next, any story in boxing or anything that you want me to cover. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll be on it as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. I'm out of here. It's been real.